No question, no lies, I'm a boss bitch. And it got, I'ma grind till my heart quits. Yeah, she hungry for the money and she's all in. Cause she no slave and she gonna win. Take bands to the side, ain't no losses. Stack bands, no ties, except for my kid. Only thing that's on her mind is to be rich. And she no slave and she gonna win. No sleep, no sleep, no sleep. No sleep, no sleep, no sleep. Yeah, she hungry for the money and she's all in. Cause she no slave and she go.
What's up guys? It's your girl Phoenix Novell, and thank you for tuning in to another Bawse Bitch Tips episode. This episode is called How to Be Confident and Not Envious of Anybody. But before I go into the topic, I want to remind you guys that my Living on Purpose 14-piece art collection is now out and for sale and available for you to view and purchase items, prints, my calendar, gift cards, greeting cards on my website at www.phoenixnovell.com. Today I wanted to introduce my greeting card set, which I'm so excited about. My cards are not in order, I see. But I decided to put my artwork in greeting card format. Yes, these are 5x10 greeting cards, and you get the whole 14-piece collection in this set. So you'll get 14 greeting cards. As you can see, they're beautiful, very cool. My favorite one, of course, is the way abundance looks. I just love how that looks, if you can see it. Can you see it? Inside is blank, okay? Or let's say you have the same image but lighter on the inside cover, and this is where you'll write your message, just so that you can customize it exactly how you want. And on the back you'll see my logo on my website and a little information about my copyrights and stuff. But I wanted to share my collection in as many formats as I could, because I feel like it's inspirational. I feel like it's pretty dope, you know, just the prints, the colors, and I know we all need greeting cards, right? So it's like, why not give your loved ones and your friends and, you know, people that you care about a nice little personal message from the artist herself, from my collection. All right, so you can also get this 14-piece greeting card set on my website as well. All right, so check it out, and thank you again for tuning in. All right, let's get to it. Now, my eyes are going to go down a little bit because I wrote notes. I always like to have notes because I can go off on a tangent sometimes, like I'm doing right now. So let's get into it. How to be confident and not envious of other people. Number 1, do the work until having time to worry becomes a luxury about anything. The more you stay focused on the goal that you have in mind, the more you have tunnel vision when it comes to your objective, the more ready you'll be to hit the pillow after a hard day's work of grinding and focusing and plodding along to make sure your vision becomes reality. The more ready you'll be to just knock out, fall asleep, and you'll be so happy with the work that you put in that thinking about, worrying about your shortcomings you won't even have time for it. I notice with myself when I work, when I work during the day and I have a plan in place and I check off everything that I set into motion to do, everything I had on my list to accomplish. By the time I get back home, I don't even have time to daydream, because I'm so zoned in. I'm so exhausted, but it's a blissful exhaustion, because you feel like you worked, you feel like you executed your plans. And when you're in that space, you're grateful. you're grateful and you're appreciative of that time you get to relax, of that time you get to actually just kind of like let your body feel that rest that it's earned. I notice when I'm not really motivated, or I'm not really chasing a dream, or really focused on me or getting something done or getting something accomplished, that I have all the time in the world to worry, all the time in the world to stress, all the time in the world to think about what somebody else has that I don't have. And when I put that work in and I go to the gym and I say, okay, I'm going to be in here until I finish this, I'm just trying to get through what I got to get done. And when it comes to my insecurities or my fears or the thoughts of not being adequate or the thoughts of somebody else being better, it's just like, that means that I have more time to spend in the gym because I'm not focused and I didn't accomplish that. So you want to work until worry is just like, wow. Worry is just such a luxury, you know. And I'm being sarcastic, but you don't have time to worry because you're so focused on your dream and you're so focused on your goal. And that's my tip number one, because for me it works. When I'm in my mind space of bettering myself, I don't have time. I don't have the luxury to just waste time. And that's what you're doing essentially when you're just focused on what you don't have, or you're so focused on envying other people. You're wasting your life. You're wasting your time because you're not living your life to the fullest. You're thinking about what it might be like to be somebody else. Number two is disrupt your habits and patterns. Disrupt your habits and the patterns that leave you wanting. If you notice that when you are around certain people or when you engage in certain activities, you are left feeling empty inside, or you're not really feeling fulfilled about it, or it doesn't leave you feeling happy, or you get depressed or feel bad or feel like a failure, stop those habits. Get in the driver's seat of your life. Take the step that you need to take. And not everybody wants that responsibility. A lot of people just want to stay in their comfort zone and say, you know what, some people just enjoy having stuff to complain about. That's real. You know, I've had periods in my life where I was like that. It was easier to sit here and complain about why things aren't working out for me rather than me actually doing something about it. But you can change though your circumstances. You can change the situation by first changing your mind about it, by first stopping your pattern of harping on woe is you and just living in that bubble of what the world gave you or what they didn't give you, and saying, okay, well, this is what it is and this is what I can do about it. So before you spiral in that loop and in that place of being that person that you don't like to be, or that person who wakes up tomorrow in this nasty funk of a place, stop yourself. Wake up and decide to go left instead of right, to making that move instead of this move, and just disrupting that pattern that leads you to that place that you don't want to be. Take initiative, because more often than not, once you do, you'll realize that you're causing your own pain. And the last one is set an unrealistically realistic set of goals and execute like your life depends on it. I say unrealistically realistic because usually we strive harder for that thing that's a little beyond our reach. Not too much beyond our reach, because we'll talk ourselves out of actually being able to get it. The idea is more attractive than actually taking the steps towards it. So you don't want it to be so big, that goal that you have in your mind, that you can't even fathom how you're going to get to that place that you want to go, because you'll create your own pain. You'll create your own blocks and blockages. You'll stop yourself from even moving because it doesn't seem attainable. But it needs to be a little unrealistic because it has to excite you enough to say, I'm onto this new venture somewhere that I've never gone before. And I have to believe in myself or change myself, rise to the occasion in order to accomplish something that I've never accomplished before. You know, you have to find that sweet spot, and you find that sweet spot by knowing yourself. You know yourself by listening to you. Asking yourself, what is it that I want? Writing it down, creating a vision board, figuring out what is attractive to you, figuring out what isn't attractive to you, and turning down anything that doesn't look like that, doesn't sound like that, doesn't make you feel that way. Don't just accept something or do something because it's there. Go for it. But again, don't be so unrealistic that you can't see yourself attaining that goal, because you won't even take the shot. So I hope that these tips helped you as much as they helped me. Every single day I try to hold on to these tips because tomorrow's not guaranteed, but we don't always wake up with that in our mindset that, the day is a gift, so enjoy it to the fullest. Sometimes you wake up and you just don't feel as blissful or happy as you did in the past, and sometimes it's work to get to that place of appreciation and gratitude. But every day is a new day, an opportunity for you to get closer to where you want to be, for you to get out of your habits, for you to show up on purpose and present yourself to the world, because there's only one you. And essentially, being confident really stems from you accepting yourself fully and not looking outside of you for acceptance or waiting for other people to invite you in, but showing up on purpose and saying, hey, you know what? I appreciate what you have to offer, but you can never be me. Just like I can never be you, you can never be me. And if I'm going to do this, then I might as well do this on purpose. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in to Bawse Bitch Tips. And if you have any topic ideas or just comments, email me at askthebawse, ASKTHEBAWSE @gmail.com. Peace.